Hey guys, Tinny here with just a quick announcement before the video starts. For quite a while now, since I started making Star Wars lore videos, I've been meaning to update my YouTube icon and banner. And as some of you may have noticed, I have recently finally updated my YouTube icon and banner. Hope you guys like them. They're more Star Warsy now too, which is a bit more appropriate. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy, and hope you enjoy today's lore video as well. When years before the Clone Wars, Bossk was looking for his first ship, he chose the solid and reliable YV-666 light freighter, and afterwards named it the Hound's Tooth. Now, the Hound's Tooth underwent significant work to turn it into Bossk's home. Many of the modifications didn't merely reflect the personality of the vessel's owner, they were made so that the ship could survive its owner. Trandoshans were notorious for their strength and volatile and violent tempers. The delicate control systems, for example, had to be adapted to withstand everything from an over-enthusiastic button push to a full-blown pounding. Many of the modifications rendered the ship extremely difficult for anyone other than a Trandoshan to operate, and this suited Bossk just fine, because, as he kept telling everyone, he preferred to work alone. To assist in the solo operation of the Hound's Tooth, Bossk had an XT-10D class droid brain installed. This managed many systems for Bossk and operated the ship by the Trandoshan's voice commands, even if those commands came over a communicator. When in the pilot's chair in person, Bossk rested his arms in two trowel-like indentations. He boasted that the trowels were lined with microsensors that reacted to his every controlled muscle twitch and movement, allowing Bossk to maneuver his ship with precision. In fact, this was not the case, as Dengar found out when he was co-pilot for a mission to Quasite. Heavily reinforced joysticks and keypads allowed the Trandoshan to fly his ship more or less as well as other hunters of his considerable experience. The trowels were merely for the intended pilot's comfort. Already faster than most light freighters, the Hound's Tooth had modified engines that filled almost the entirety of the lowest deck. The rear maneuvering fins were fitted with an array of microthrusters, making the ship a difficult target. The hull of the Hound's Tooth had considerable armor added to it. Bossk also installed a huge bank of extra shield generators to guarantee his survival in the battles he rushed into so readily. To win those battles, Bossk had an illegal quad laser cannon mounted on a pop-out turret on the underside of his ship. A front-mounted concussion missile launcher with a magazine of 6 missiles completed that arsenal. As Bossk declared from the very beginning when he went to get his ship, his vessel was going to reflect his personality. This extended to more than simply the dark tapestries depicting violent scenes from Trandoshan history that hung in his cabin. Bossk's paranoia was as well known as his irrational temper. The Hound's Tooth was fitted with internal sensors and deadly security systems. Anyone foolish enough to break into Bossk's ship would quickly be incapacitated and at the mercy of the vengeful Trandoshan. Bossk was a bounty hunter. For all his violence and lack of subtlety, and despite the number of times he fell foul of Boba Fett and others more patient and skilled than he was, he did succeed in many hunts. The Hound's Tooth was fitted with 4 holding cells for merchandise. The temperamental Trandoshan didn't simply kill. The bloodthirsty Bossk regularly participated in Imperial bounty hunts posted on road Wookiees. The natives of Kashyyyk were longtime foes of the Trandoshans and as such frequently suffered during Imperial rule. The Hound's Tooth featured a horrific automatic skinning table in a room of its own, one of Bossk's favourite places on his ship. So that he could experience his murderous skills during long space journeys, Bossk also had a training room built into the middle deck. Launching from a cramped bay on the uppermost deck of the Hound's Tooth was a small scout ship dubbed the Nashtar Pup. Though it seated 2, it had no cargo space and was limited in both armament and shielding. In fact, Bossk rarely used it. The escape pod he'd fitted offered a quicker emergency escape route. If he needed to grab cargo of any kind, the stolen carbon block containing the frozen Han Solo for example, Bossk could fit a small cargo shuttle on board the Hound's Tooth. The underside of the vessel could split into 2 prongs that closed in to harbour the shuttle during flight. For all its strengths, the Hound's Tooth was often the victim of fallout from its owner's violent personality. Too many ill-considered battles, frequent explosive run-ins with Boba Fett, and Bossk's impatience with repairs and maintenance meant that the former light freighter never ran as smoothly as it might have, a little like Bossk himself. And that is some Star Wars lore about Bossk's personal ship, the Hound's Tooth. Now, if you like the video, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and be sure to leave a comment or two. Tell me what you thought of the video. And as always, I'll catch you all in the next one.